Hello, children. Have a nice day. Okay, we have already discussed some parts from the first lesson in the first unit. Aspire to be the race. The name of the lesson is the race. Okay, aspire to win. There is a picture of two players. Okay, we know that these two players are belong to different teams. Okay, so we know that a match is said to be played by two teams. Okay, so in these two teams, one team can bring success. One team can be the winners. Okay, and the qualities of a good sports person. The sports person must have sporty spirit, motivation, enthusiasm, aspiration, desire. Okay, all these things. Then only he can win in a competition. Okay, the race in the unit Aspire to Win is written by Nisha Punjabi. Okay, we know that at the end of a game or a sporting event, we usually appreciate the winner or the record breaker. But there's a question, shouldn't we encourage the losers too? Yes, we have to encourage the losers too because sometimes they may be the next winners in the next match. Okay, so we have to encourage both the winners and the losers. Okay, now we can see what is happening in this story. Okay, here in this story, Tarun is the central character. Tarun is a 14-year-old boy. The race. Okay, Tarun was a mediocre student. His grades could barely satisfy his parents, and he was not a good singer, dancer, painter, or even an actor. He always thought of himself as the black sheep of the family. His elder brother, who was pursuing a degree in engineering from a reputed college, always made the family proud. But Tarun was never good at anything like that. Okay, Tarun was a mediocre student. Mediocre means an average student. He was not good. He was not an excellent or good student. He was an average student. His grades could barely satisfy his parents. Could barely. Barely means no. Okay, nothing, no. These are the meanings of barely. Here it means that his grades could not satisfy his parents. And he was not a good singer, dancer, painter, or even an actor. He had no other talent. Okay. He always thought of himself as the black sheep of the family. Black sheep of the family here means he was considered himself to be useless fellow, good for nothing fellow. So black sheep is an idiomatic expression. It is an idiom. Okay, what is an idiom? Idiom is a group of words which is different from the meaning of the individual words. Different from the meaning of the individual words. That is, the word black sheep means sheep in black color. But here in this context, it doesn't mean that. It means that Tarun is a black sheep. Tarun is a useless fellow, an odd person in his family, a strange person who is different from others. But his elder brother was not like that. His elder brother was pursuing means following, a degree in engineering from a reputed college. And he always made of himself proud. And his family was also proud of his brother. Okay, but Tarun was never good at anything like that. Tarun was not very much talented and not good at all at anything. However, he was blessed with the strength of a great athlete. Tarun was very much blessed with the ability of a great athlete. He was an excellent runner. He would run for hours, be it day or night. He wouldn't think about day or night. He would run always. Whenever he felt sad and lonely, he exhausted himself by running, thus releasing all his pent up emotions. Okay, whenever Tarun felt sad, and he felt that he was alone. He would run for many hours and he would be exhausted himself. Exhausted means he would be very much tired by himself by running, and thus he would release all his pent up emotions. Pent up emotions means emotions that is um, filled that filled his mind with sorrow. Okay, he could release all these pent up emotions by running in the park or anywhere. Okay, at times he would miss his at these times he would miss his school bus, and he would then run to school because it was 5 miles away from his home, so he had to run for reaching there. He just had one dream. What was his dream? Because in that class I have already discussed about the dream. That is the quotation of dream of APJ Abdul Kalam. What is that? APJ Abdul Kalam, according to APJ Abdul Kalam, dream is not a thing that we see in our sleep. It is a thing that can't let us sleep. Okay, that is dream. So we must have, all should have dreams. Then only we will have some um, aim in our life, goal in our life. Okay. So Tarun had just one dream. What was that? To become the fastest runner in the world. That was his dream. But Tarun did not know how to achieve his dream because there were some reasons for that. On the one hand, his parents hated his running and wanted him to concentrate more on his studies, which he never did. Actually, the first reason is his parents hated his running and wanted him to concentrate more on his studies, which but Tarun didn't do that. On the other hand, one another reason is that he belonged to a middle class family, and Tarun knew that to achieve his dream, he needed an intensive training, an acute training. And for that training, what did he need? The amount. Amount, he should need an amount for the training. The amount for which was well beyond his family's reach. His family couldn't meet with that amount. Okay, because it was a middle class family. When Tarun failed in his terminal examinations, his father was very angry with him, and his friends too made fun of him. When Tarun failed in his terminal examination, his father was very angry, and his friends also teased him. It was a day he would he sorry it was a day he wanted to wipe out from his memory, and so he took to running. He wanted to strike away this day from his memory, and for forgetting that day he engaged in running. He ran all around the park. The sun beat down. It was very hot weather. The sun beat down to check his rage. Rage means anger. But nothing could stop Tarun. It was not, that is, all climate is not very much favorable, but Tarun didn't care about that. After, after about an hour, he was fully exhausted. He was fully tired, and his fury having subsided, and he could control his anger having control, and he threw himself on a bench and started panting heavily after running. Suddenly, he heard a voice at his elbow. At his elbow means someone behind him. What is it, son? Tarun turned to his left, and there sat a man of about 60 years old. I failed in two subjects, he replied in a depressed tone. The man smiled sympathetically and said, Life is full of ups and downs, my boy. By the way, I am Ram Narayan, and you are one of the best runners I have ever seen. The man was very sympathetic towards Tarun, and he said that life is full of ups and downs. Life is full of sorrow and happiness. Life is a coin with two sides. Which are the sides? In one side there is sorrow, and another side there is happiness. And he began to introduce himself as Ram Narayan, and he said that you are one of the best runners I have ever seen. Tarun was very much surprised to hear that he was Ram Narayan. Ram Narayan? Ram Narayan? Are you the same Ram Narayan who won an Olympic medal in the 400-meter race in the 1960s? You are the same Ram Narayan. Tarun could not hide his excitement. Tarun was totally excited. Yes, Pat came the reply. Here, Pat came the reply means quickly came the reply. Pat, actually, the literal meaning of pat means touch softly on someone. Okay, but here it means pat came the reply means quickly came the reply without thinking about the answer. Suddenly, the reply came. Tarun was dazzled. He was very much surprised and he was very happy to hear that. Son, I have been watching you for the past 45 minutes. I have been watching you for the past 45 minutes. Continued Ramnarayan. And I see a good future in you. I could see a good future in you. Okay. Okay, we can stop here. Now, before winding up the class, I want to clear, that is what is an idiom, what is the meaning of black sheep. Okay, here in your textbook, page number 32, in language activities you can have that section. That is Tarun always thought of himself as the black sheep of the family. What does the expression black sheep mean? The term black sheep literally refers to the color of a sheep. Okay, literal meaning means the dictionary meaning of black and sheep. Okay, black is a color, sheep is an animal. Sheep in black color. Okay, color of the sheep. But here in this context it is used as figuratively. Okay, not in literally. It means the odd person in a group. An odd person means a person who is different from others, a strange person. Such a group of words with a meaning different from the meanings of the individual words. Such a group of words with different meaning, different from meaning of individual words is called an idiom. Here, section A, Ravi's diary is given and you have to circle the idioms in the diary entry. Saturday, when I reached the ground, it was raining cats and dogs. I felt blue as I was not sure if the match could be held. Viewers like me get a chance of watching a match only once in a blue moon. The ball was in the umpire's court. Finally, the match started and we enjoyed a wonderful game. Today is a red letter day in my life. Okay, what you have to do, you have to circle the idiomatic expressions in the diary entry. Okay, before coming to the next class on Monday. Okay, you have to mark it in your textbook. All should come with your textbook and notebook in the next class. Okay, I think all of you have your textbook with you. Now we can clear this one. Okay, we said that he heard a voice at his elbow. Here also it is an idiom, at his elbow. At his elbow means what is the real meaning at his elbow, the side of elbow. We know that what is elbow. Elbow is a body part. Okay, but here it is used as figuratively. It means at somebody's elbow means close to and little behind someone. Okay, and again the pat came the reply without thinking for an answer. Suddenly came the reply. That is the meaning. Okay. Oh, okay. Then I think you understood what I discussed now. It is only clear. because in our class sometimes some could not join in the class, maybe because of some uh, network issues or something else. That okay, for those who didn't join, not only for the absentees, all those who presented, uh, sorry, all those who were present in the class can also listen. Okay, because it is you can verify and you can clarify your doubts. If you have any doubts, you can clarify it and go through the lesson again. And you have to very much you have to be very much thorough with the parts we have already discussed before joining in the next class. Okay, now let us wind up the class.